Good evening. Welcome to your Teledoctor clinic. My names are Teledoctor Wilbrod Mutale, and I'll be the host for this clinic. I want to first of all start by explaining why we have introduced this evening clinic and what you can expect from us. So as you might be aware, Teledoctor has been around for over 10 years in Zambia, and it also has got a branch in Malawi as well. And one of our key innovation is to use information technology to bring healthcare closer to your doorsteps. And so we have been thinking and wondering the best way to come into your homes, and with Facebook, YouTube, all these platforms, we thought that why not set up a clinic where you don't have to go and line up somewhere else, but you can ask us questions directly on this clinic. And so every evening on Thursday, we'll be here to answer your questions. Via Facebook, you can send us your questions, and that's the innovation we want to bring to you, so that now your doctor is no longer just in the hospital, but the doctor is in the palm of your hand. With your phone, you should be able to talk to your doctor directly, whichever specialty that you want. And so this is what we want to tell you, that this is a good news. We have been working hard behind the scenes for several years, and now it is now your right to speak to your doctor. So through this clinic, we'll be talking about different diseases, but I want to emphasize the ministry that looks after your health is called Ministry of Health, and not Ministry of Disease. And at Teledoctor, we want just to buy into that vision. We want you to be health. And so our point of view is that we want to prevent diseases. For those that fall sick, we can't avoid that, but we should, as much as possible, prevent disease. Much as possible, catch those diseases much earlier and prevent what we call morbidity and mortality. And that's your Teledoctor clinic. So look forward to this discussion and get ready with your questions, and you are the ones to actually tell us what you want us to discuss. But remember, we are not emphasizing disease, we are emphasizing health. And so thinking about wellness. Let me just give an example of your car. Some of you drive, and one thing that is very clear, in fact, two things that are done by any driver if they are serious drivers. One, they insure their car. Two, they service that car of theirs. And now the question to you is, what is more important, a car or your health? I would argue that your health is very important, more than those cars that people spend so much money to buy, so much money to insure, and so much money to actually make sure that they are not damaged as they service them. But imagine the owner of the car dies. It's of no value. And so we want to insure your health. We want you to be sure that you service your health, and that's where prevention comes in. So this Teledoctor want to talk about how can you stay healthy? How can you, some of you may not have diseases, but some of you may obviously have some disease. How can you stay better and also improve your outcomes so that you don't have complications? Some of you are not even aware that you've got a disease, and this is what we want to talk to you about. For example, hypertension. This is a disease very close to my heart. We have had people in my family die of this disease, my patients, and it's very important. We did a survey in Zambia called the STEP survey, and we found about 20% of the Zambians were hypertensive without knowing, and this figure goes up as you grow older. And so my question to you, have you checked your numbers? In fact, there are usually two. The top number, which we call the systolic blood pressure, and another number at the bottom, we say over something, that's the diastolic pressure. And depending on where you are with these numbers, you can have complications if you didn't know that you have got hypertension. And even if you knew and you're not on right treatment, you're not being reviewed regularly, you could also have complications. And I want to discuss now, how do you know that you've got hypertension? What symptoms? What signs? And that's what I want to talk about. about in the next session. And also, if you want to see us in person, we are found at Woodlands Specialist Clinic in Woodlands area, close to the football stadium, the Woodlands Stadiums there. And we are able to speak to you in person. And just in case you want to see the doctor at home, you want us to come to your home, Teledoctor has got another service called Home Doctor Service. Why don't you again flag us and let us know that you want to speak to us, you want us to come to your home. We are ready to see you. But also, we would like to find out if you've got any experience with hypertension. Send us your questions. If you want to come and appear on one of our programs, send us a request and we'll reach out to you and do a recording or a live session with you on this program so people can learn from your experience. Ciao for now. This is your Teledoctor, Dr. Mtale. We speak soon. Thanks.
Teledoctor.